Hello again, my name is William Pye, and it's been a while since I've done this. Last video I uploaded was May 5th, 2022. At the time of writing, that was 38 months ago, over 3 years. So, what happened? Well, in this video, I want to do some reintroduction. Who am I? Where did I go? And what's next? To that end, let's start from the top. Who am I? Not long after I received my first email address in the mid-90s, I took the name of William Pye. The name was the end result of successive iterations from the famous and elegant equation of Euler, something I fell in love with around the same time. While I did have flirtations early on with computer science, ultimately mathematics became my lifelong profession. At the advice of my father, I went to university to get that paper, to get that official decree that I had skill and talent, and I did! I received my bachelor's degree in 2002, my master's in 2005, and later my doctorate in 2011. After graduate school, I went on a decades-long journey through academia with aspirations to land a tenured position, to be a cardigan-wearing professor respected in his field. I taught undergraduate courses at 4 different colleges while continuing my research program, presenting results to colleagues both at internal seminars and external conferences. But sadly, while I did hold the title of visiting assistant professor twice, I never moved past being a lecturer, teaching mainly first-year undergraduate courses, usually 4 per semester. When the pandemic hit my area in March 2020, the university had to pivot immediately to teaching remotely, something I had never done before. By May 2021, after not only the pandemic but also the winter storm of 2021, I was burnt out. My 2 housemates sat me down, told me directly to my face that I was slowly destroying myself. And they were right. I quit teaching and released all my aspirations of a professorial position. I accepted that despite all my studies, I was terrible with people, making me a terrible teacher. I still am bad with people. That's when I started focusing on online content. Maybe if I can't connect with people directly, maybe I could create content that could help them. While I had been streaming games on Twitch off and on since 2015, I thought that maybe I could parlay the experience of both teaching remotely and streaming into a new career. A naive hope, I know. Where did I go? From June 2021 to August 2022, I did not have regular employment. Honestly, I did not plan or handle these 15 months well. By April 2022, I was in a poor financial posture. I had drained my savings and retirement accounts to stay afloat and was close to maxing out my credit cards. Behind the scenes, I had been searching for a new career and having a rough time of it. As a stopgap, I had taken a job at Walmart to stock shelves overnight, hoping to avoid meeting any of my former students. However, the income from that position was barely paying rent, let alone supporting me and my 2 housemates. Worse yet, due to miscommunication with my former landlord, we lost our apartment as well and had to move out by the end of May. My self-esteem was already trashed from quitting my previous career, and it only plummeted more when it seemed like I would fail not only myself, but the people who depended on me. Consequently, I stopped creating content to focus on getting my life in order. From May 2022 until now, July 2025, a great deal has changed. My household moved from Texas to Maryland, which was a godsend in and of itself. I have started paying off all the debt I accrued over the nearly 15 months I was without regular employment, and I also sought out counseling to work through all the stresses and anxieties that emerged through these extreme circumstances. All in all, I'm in a far better place than I was in 2021. What's next? I uploaded my first video in December 2020, months before I decided to quit teaching. Even then, I wanted to reteach myself logic and then teach myself axiomatic set theory, something I had never learned but have wanted to grasp. That desire has not changed. Yet, I have changed, not only as a person but also my own philosophy and understanding. Since resuming a research-oriented career, I have studied categorical semantics and formal languages, which have shifted my perspective from where it was in 2021. Consequently, how I perceive the foundations of logic is different from how I did when I began this channel in the first place. While I could continue from where I was in May 2022, I think it best to start again. I won't be removing in my previous videos, but I will likely unlist them as I rework them. My hope is that, much like my professional career, the second time will be much improved. Also, I have a couple other ideas that I'll be exploring alongside this formal trek through logic. Stay tuned. Thank you for your time and interest, and I'll see you soon.